Ba-dum bum bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum. Hey everybody! How y'all doing? Hope you're all having a good night. Supreme pizza. I don't like supreme pizza personally. I'm a pineapple pizza person, 'cause I'm a psycho. How you doing, hokey pokey? Hope you're all having a good night. It is May the 23rd, 9:58 p.m. CST. We're gathered here today to play late night Final Fantasy. Why? Because no one wanted to watch it during the day, so I figure, why not put games that people would rather play there? I got a bunch of other games I want to play. So now we're playing Final Fantasy in the evening. What do you say, me? Yeah! I love pineapple pizza. I don't know, people always hate on it, but I think it's great. But yeah, last time on Final Fantasy, we killed Nidhogg. We killed the guy in charge of the Dragon Wars, so I don't know what's going to happen with the Dragon War from here on out. I guess we win. Game's over, go home. Pay no mind to the fact that we still have another 5 levels worth of MSQ to go through before the end of the expansion. The base game even, not even the patch content. Surely nothing crazy is going to be happening. Don't know much about Final Fantasy, but I'm here for it. That's me with a lot of things. I respect it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will answer to the best of my ability, because you're jumping in like halfway through. So... yeah, tomorrow we're starting Scrap Mechanic. 'Twas picked by the community. Actually, I was supposed to put up a poll for the games that we're going to be playing after Scrap Mechanics / Lisa. I need to go do that real quick. 1 second. Let's see. Games. Bombs. Okay. First off is Cossacks. Old RTS game. Then, go in here. Yoink. Grab all that. Hello. How you doing, Derpy? 1 second, I'm making up a poll. Lucy's is going to be on here. Cossacks is going to be on here. Lucy is one hell of a good time. Cause lethal mischief as the sign of the devil. Let's see what else is on here. Pilot Wings. Relaxing flight game from the Nintendo 64. Dark Souls popped up. Dork Souls. The Dark Souls of Soulsborne games. And then Mondo. Mondo's back! When was the last time Mondo went up for voting? There we go. Mondo popped back up. All right. Grab McGinnigan and Lisa the Painful. And the next two games to be played. When one of them ends, which of the following games would you like to see? Wah, 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 wah. We'll play the game in just a second. I gotta get this up. I said I was going to earlier today and I didn't. Lucius? Mondo Games or Pilot Wings 64? There we go. Alright. Sorry about that. I promised I'd get that up tonight. Alrighty. How about we get into it? Welcome back to Eorzea. Last time, we went up there and we into that big old cloud, and we fought a big dragon. Now this guy is all covered in red because he stabbed the dragon in the head and it dyed his armor red, and he looks super cool. Now he wants to talk to us. The song begins. Estinian would know the origin of Nidhogg's mysterious eye. Yep. Both of Nidhogg's eyes were removed, but he still had an eye. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Hraesvelgr remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Isart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. Yeah, it's likely that Hraesvelgr gave the eye to Nidhogg. Which is a problem, because Nidhogg is insane and wants to murder everybody. It's ketchup? Yeah, surely. Dragon-flavored ketchup. You know how it is. The original release of the DC-10 had a cargo door flaw. I don't know what that is. Hello, Weaver. What are you doing up here? Ul'dah. Oh my god. A bladed Vingaroon. Like some vine sauce thing, or V-sauce? You know, it took me until like 2020 to realize there was a difference between vine sauce and V-sauce. Is that normal? Plane with a cargo door open mid-flight? I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. She's scarce moved since last we parted. Hraesvelgr's confession will soon shake her from her stupor. Oh, she moved. She was like here last time. She made it all the way over here. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Hraesvelgr to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Do you think the two channels were connected like Vinny and Joel? I didn't know Vinny and Joel were two different people. And I didn't know they were separate from Michael from Vsauce. I thought they were the same person, because I didn't watch any of them. Will you not allow Hraesvelgr to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon Song War has all but consumed your life, and claimed many of your followers. It's time you learn the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, warrior of light. Hey, sorry for killing your brother. You know what? I should probably be reading the dragon dialogue. Okay. Impenitent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. So, what happened to your eye? I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Would seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield one half of my strength. You want it back? Here you go. You're welcome. Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Ratatoska's eyes and glut their appetites upon her essence. She is slain then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Puppy dragon. Hraesvelgr is incredibly fluffy. Mom said it's my turn on the eyeball. I love how dragons can just pass that around. How you doing, Ember?
Did I not warn thee, blood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Denizen. But thou wert enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Rutta Doska her life, and me mine eyes.
Doing alright, just been gardening and playing Pandaria Remix. What is Pandaria Remix? I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, my beloved Shiva. How swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites.
Praise Velga. 'Twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance.
Nidhogg.
They bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors, and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, blood brother. My vengeance is begun!
Damn, that's crazy. Well, then time running instead of time walking is like WoW Classic, and in that it's just playing Pandaria stuff, but it has all the modern features. Oh, so like New Game Plus in this. I see. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Ul'dah had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my blood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us. And all the rear mounts and transmogs too. That's awesome. Glad you're having a good time.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life, and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. I don't think he likes us very much. I don't know. It's something about that. Something tells me dragons hate us. Oh, wait, it's the guy that was at the other quest. And thus did betrayal beget unending vengeance. A war for 1,000 years. Elf versus dragon. French elf versus dragon. Unrest in Ishgard. Stinian is frustrated by yet another mystery. I don't like this picture. Is Ishgard about to be set on fire? Again? Though we lifted not a single claw, would seem that Race Velger wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us. Another cutscene.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
That's what I'm saying!
Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragon Song War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
I'm sure this will go well. Oh!
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Bring it, bread! Fire! Fire! Oh, Haurchefant. Yeah, we're running around with the leader of the heretics. What of it? It's fine. Probably.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
My lady!
She is come. Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more!
Huzzah!
Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the great worm low! The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it. Peace?
Oh, man. But the war! Is that Iceheart? Yeah, that's Iceheart.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Burn the witch!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Witchcraft! She's not a witch. She's possessed by the image of a god. She's a bad guy last I knew. Yeah. She's a, you make contact with her early on in Heavensward. To get in to contact with the dragons, because she's like the leader of the dragon followers. You're trying to make peace with the dragons. It fails, obviously, because we end up having to kill Nidhogg. So the making peace failed, but that's why she's on our side. Let us see how long this peace lasts. I still find it very funny. Like as the heretics were walking away, hanging their head, like one of them like did, oh man. That was rather too close for comfort. But 'twould seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. Yeah, the Azure Dragoon and Lady Iceheart is pretty obscure. Launching guerrilla attacks and hiding in caves and shattering a waystone. Yeah! Doing heretic shit. Boo-doo-boo-dee-boo-boo-dee-boo. And then she turns into a big blue lady. Because she thinks she is Shiva. She is not. She is able to channel a primal into herself and become a primal. She is not actually Shiva. She thinks she is. What she does have, however, is the Echo, which makes her very interesting. Apparently, she met this little guy when he was a big guy, dead on a boat, and he gave her the Echo. Or something like that. He who would not be denied. Lord Haurchefant has more than a few questions to ask. That, my friends, was rather too close for comfort. Praise Halone that things did not end in bloodshed. I confess I was a little more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of the Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on, Weeble? She's our friend now, don't worry about it. Turns out her husband hates her. And he's not actually her husband, and he's also a dragon. Not this one, though. He's the fluffy dragon. Beg pardon? You traveled to the Churning Mists together, along with Estinian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to the Fortom Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well. Weeble and I shall await you there. Okay, you just gotta speak for me. Okay. I'll accept it. And Horseradish, I'm sure you know him. He gives all the quests in Kurthis. When you're trying to figure out how to get the airship back. Oh hey, a Reaper. Looks like they were having a pose off with that paladin. I'll be honest, the new jobs coming in Dawntrail look pretty good. Especially Pictomancer. I love Pictomancer. It's like the Splatoon class. Alright, let me in. Oh hey, another Midgard Zormer. Ignore him.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The war's over. It's crazy.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelgr? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his knights, 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. but now we have none. During the war, the highborn needed men to lead, and the lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
Good luck! I think they're in on it. I'm pretty sure the church is in on it. Good luck, buddy.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emeric prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emeric is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy
The Pope
are not
be
permitted
fucking
to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such, but the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Haurchefant, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father, to aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Don't worry about it, Ember. We get weirdos sometimes. You know, I'm gonna go preemptively do a thing. Because last time... this became a whole thing. let's see. How do I do this again? Ah, there it is. There we go. Last time someone popped up and immediately said that, we got bombarded. So, preempting. Alright, so. Do people have nothing better to do? No. So, the entire, founding myth of this country is fake. Their religion is based on that myth. Their power structure is based on that myth. Their entire society is built around it. It's fake. Shit's about to get bad because everyone's about to figure out. So, to get ahead of that, Emmerich is going to go tell the Pope that we need to start dismantling the power. I'm pretty sure. Evening out the high-low divide. Ishgard is very stratified as a very entrenched noble class and a very entrenched peasant class. Get rid of that, because as it turns out, everybody is descended from the original knights. All of Ishgard. They're all knights. By blood. And you can figure that out because all of the knights of Ishgard were cursed. And if they, by eating the dragon's eye, they all have dragon blood. If they imbibe actual dragon blood, they become dragons. That's why whenever you're fighting in, Kurthus, and you're fighting heretics, it's why they turn into dragons. It's because they're drinking dragon blood and transforming. All Ishgardians can do that. Which is proof of their betrayal, because they killed one of the dragons and ate her eyes. Of all the people, he should know better. Far be it from me to criticize a man for his blind idealism, but he might have at least pretended to consider another course. Have no fear, father. My arms shall not falter, my shield will not break. I promise you, we shall prevail. I believe in you, Haurchefant. If we must risk the fortunes of our house to bring this truth to light, then so be it. But are you prepared to do this? To face the Heavensward in battle, if you must? The Heavensward, you say? Hey, Lucia. Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. Let's get Iceheart to give us a bunch of heretics. Surely that'll be fine. Ill-weather friends. Adversity acquaints a man with strange bedfellows, as Alphino knows only too well. And like that, the voice acting is gone. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphino. Not even the assembled might of House Forton and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses. Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Broom. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gate of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds. They might well be persuaded to assist in Sir Amric's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino, and I would have you and Weeble reach out to them. As a temple knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Estinian, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? Was all tabbed what happened? Oh, someone popped up being a goober. They got bopped and I locked down because last time someone said that very specific message, we got bombarded. Nothing really happened. Normal stream stuff. The Dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the Highborn fight amongst themselves. Very wise. Weeble, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. I'll be surprised if she isn't already joined them. Or at least making money off of them. She knows everybody. It's crazy. Good old Tataru. The world's greatest secretary. Swoop. God, I love the loading times. Hello, hunt lady. I'll do Ishgard hunts eventually. Not today. Gooba's gonna goob. Like they do. It would seem that the Forgotten Knight was spared the worst of the earlier chaos. Yeah, no one's gonna touch the knight, dude. No one will. What the hell? You just walk out of Azeroth, dude? Them some shoulders on that guy. Alright. Hey, Tataru. Love your apron.
Weeble, Alphino! Gods, I've been worried sick. So good to
Sorry for Midgard's homework catching on fire.
So good to see you.
And you, Tataru? How did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets?
Gibrion and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. What about you two? What came of your journey?
Oh, you know, Dragon dead, heresy, Amaric's going to go talk to the Pope.
You're not serious. What was Sir Amric thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel.
A queer moniker if ever I have heard one. But mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below.
Okay.
Surely, people will just let us know where the leader of a revolutionary band is. Bro, you good? They're all dead. It was me who killed them. Can I help you, sir? Bowl of beets? Small beer, perhaps? Him lost his little girl to the pox. Best leave him be. Oh, damn, that's sad. Hey there, buddy. Get some sleep. Yeet! Who thinks 14 people don't talk like real people? That's because they don't talk in modern English. They talk in early modern English. You wanna know why? Because the guy who's head of translation was an English major. That's why. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Oh, thanks. What about you?
Huh? What's that? Speak up! I can't hear as well as I used to.
He's ignoring me.
Damn you for being old!
Hello, broom rat. Excuse you? Hey! Hey! Stop! I'm trying to talk here! Stop! Stop it! I don't know a goddamn thing about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. Stop! Leave me alone! Ugh. The super nerder sticks in the library all the time is near impossible to understand. Oriange. They actually make fun of him in game. No one can understand Oriange. It's like actually a thing. No one he grew up with talks like him. He does that on purpose. The people who there's Moonbrita, one of the characters from ARR, shows up and makes fun of him for talking like that. His name is impossible to say. It's French. It's Oriange. He's an elf. He's French. Like this guy, Partavio. Alphino. Tomlin. Except that this might actually be a here, so that'd probably be Thomlin. Because here's... Yeah, you're here, so Thomlin. Super nerd. Not his fault he's French. I know it's gross, but jeez. Geraldio.
At first, the people here were a bit standoffish, but with a little effort and a lot of parley, I managed to make plenty of friends.
Is that how you pronounce money now? Not a single shred of information. Just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataru's ears are as sharp as ever. I told you, she knows everything. She's the best secretary you could ask for. The spice of life. Alphino is not one to be easily deterred. He's a nerd for talking like that on purpose. Yes. Yes, he is. He is canonically a nerd for talking like that. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go and see if Gibberlant knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. What's crazy to me is that sometimes the words that people use are actually just straight up gone from modern English. Like no one uses them. That's how old they are. I like it. It helps add to the pseudo medieval aesthetic. Hey, Alphino. I doubt they would be so careless as to be caught out by the Temple Knights. Nevertheless, it is only prudent that we ask. Surely. Alright. Take it again from the top. Hey! Gibrion! What up, buddy?
You know. What was your voice like? I think it was kind of like this. Well, this is your voice now. You know, people long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, Weeble. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. The least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the crosshair who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go get them for me. Agreed?
Sure. I'll go do some fetch quests for you. 18. To the pillars! Away! Meh. Meh. Boop. Oh, hey! What are you doing out and about, Manolin? I say! The tales they are telling in the streets. Lady Iceheart, infamous leader of the heretics. A ravishing beauty. They say her hair is white as ice. I wonder, what's the color of that? Honorah, my boy, you're still here. Fancy that. Excuse you? Are you asking for the carpet color, buddy? Oh my god. My lord. My lord. The leer is most unbecoming. Fucking a Manolin, dude. Oh, great savior of the world. Can you go and do an errand for me? And I'll never say no because it's in my blood. As the warrior of light, I must do as is asked to help people. Besides, we're earning trust. Hey there, big guy. So you Gibrion's errand boy? Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always. Right. Any road, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. Hey, Gil. What type of herb did you give me? Fresh herbs. This nameless flora has a pleasant enough scent to suggest it is most likely not poisonous. I have to ask the Warrior of Light to do it for me, and he probably would. Literally exists to help people. Oh yeah, fun fact. You see these like colored stars? These are actually constellations. Like the ones that stand out, like the green one here, like there you can kind of see it. There's another one, it's above us. But these ones here, there's a constellation. I think this blue one over here is a part of a constellation. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the Astrologian quest line. Now back to the night. Bum 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 bum. Yeet! You think that guy... How many people do you think he sees throw themselves from the second story every day?
Well, you gonna hand them over or not?
Here you go.
Aye, this ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. There are a few things which stir the hearts of men like the sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people. And who knows what short stories they'll share.
Is this specifically important to get into touch with the mongrel? Made me want to play 14 even more. I will always push this game. Noble indiscretions. Gibrion has a faraway look in his eyes.
Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Hierutha. Hierutha is her name, that's how I'm gonna pronounce it. And she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another, I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle?
Okay. Deliver the twice mulled wine to Hierutha. No job and a year sub to WoW. Damn. This guy's bricked up. It'd be like that, though. Omelin! Bye. Hierutha? Yes, I am Hierutha. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, sir? Hey, you want some twice mulled wine? This wine is cold after its first mulling and allowed to sit for a fortnight before mulling a second time with a fresh muslin bag of spices. For delivery to one Hierutha. There you go. I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. A special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that baron. He got a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of year. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. It was not more than infatuation what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal! I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but it was with a year made it so much, well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets, like so much refuse. After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. We're getting closer to the identity of the mongrel. I think it's the kid. Oh, hey. It's the purple constellation. Neat. I want that wine! Oh, sorry. I just killed that man. I'm sure he's fine. All right. Swoop. My boy. Still firm? Yeah, he is. Keep up those squats, Albert. Woo!
So, the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant. They cast her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Gold comfort for the women and children who live it, though.
Yeesh. Yeah. Ah, the aristocracy. Aren't they so nice? A child apart, Gibrion's face is a mask, but beneath it you sense something old and bitter.
Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Cheryl Dio, for example. Surely you've heard of him. No? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the broom. Man of many vows, but none which prohibit spirituous beverages. If there was a man who ever deserved a drink, it'd be him.
And he's going to tell me a little bit more of the story of the mongrel. Oh, hey! The third knight has joined the party. Hello, Gerald Dio. Oh, you just leave me, sister. I'm sure he's fine. Were all these people sitting around last time I was here? Hello, knaves. Blessings be upon you, sir. A gift? For me? Twice mulled wine. For delivery to Gerald Dio. This scent, how reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. It was that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually, she won them over, but those first few years were trying. Even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out, as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. Black hair, half here, half Ellison. So we're looking for a normal elf, not someone that's like 1,000,000 feet tall. Gotcha. Because goddamn Ellison are so tall. Get down on my level! Stop breathing the clouds and start breathing some air! You freaks! Sorry. I don't know what came over me.
She was a remarkable woman, Weeble. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future. For her daughter's future.
Bloodlines. Gibrant has the look of a man weighing his words with the greatest of care.
Some bones are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us, and divides us in the end. It's a legacy of our parents, Weeble. We can't escape it no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. You can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own.
Speak with the broom starveling. Everyone is 1,000,000 feet tall compared to Weeble. That's true, and they're all too tall. Lalafell is the only valid height. Yes, even you, Bricked. Pa! Shrink faster, old man. I hear there's somebody starving out here. You. Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? I'm looking for a mongrel with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you, though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't to the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? Well, that worked out. Stupid. Okay, fine, jeez. You see me a night before you see me swing a sledge. Damn. Lazy! How big is your patrol route? Because every time I teleport back up here, you're doing the exact same thing in the exact same spot. I don't think that guy's actually working. I think he's just standing there. Alphino, my boy. Have you made any progress, Weeble? Well, yeah, I got a description, but no one will actually tell me where she is. Although, probably now that I asked that person, she probably knows we're looking for her now. Because that tends to be how these things go. If you go into a neighborhood and you start asking around for somebody, they won't tell you where they are, but they'll tell them that you're looking for them. That's how this works. So our mongrel was born of an Elysian nobleman and a Huron maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. Yeah, she'll just show up. Fire and blood. Alphino is considering how best to proceed with the hunt for the mongrel. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? She... Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Weeble. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. Surely she won't be boiled. No one would ever boil a potato person. What the... Where did you go? Why did you just teleport back to me? That's it. I'm rouletting you. Get swapped. Sorry you died. Anyway. Get back here. Alright, let's go. Hey, Alphino. Where could she have gone? Ah, Weeble. Try looking for her over there. What, over there? I don't think they'll let me over there. I'm pretty sure that that's just the walls. God. But it goes so far down. Is that a Chocobo man? Wearing a Fall Guys hoodie? Shining purple? With a blue bird? Man. This place is crazy. I need to play the Fall Guys event. Even though I hate it! I don't hate it. It just has really, really bad ping. Really bad ping. Oh, Tataru. Where are you at? You cast your gaze over the streets below, but see no sign of Tataru. Is she over here? I still don't see her. Oh, I guess I do. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either? Nope. Oh, there she is. You should really get a jacket. I'm sorry, forget I said anything. Wait. Down there. Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly, Weeble, after them. Okay. They don't know about my AoE attack.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I like your haircut.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
Oi, 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 oi.
You boy, piss off.
Hold on, I've seen them around. They're in and out of House 4 Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Hilda!
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
I heard you opened up the gates. One of those thugs is a bad voice actor? Wasn't it all the same guy?
Whatever it is you gotta say it!
I got my eye on you! Well, this is going well.
They didn't much care for my story about the weathered cane.
The what? For once, it would seem the fates are smiling upon us. Had those ruffians forced our hand, I dare not think what would have ensued. A street brawl! I would have had to kick a lot of people's ass. But what shaped into his head, he sounded awful, did he? Oh. Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights say. Alright. Everybody back to the bar. Everybody loves the bar. Bro! Get a hobby! Every time! Whoop! Ooh! That's an encounter. I got my eye on you! Okay, fine. I think it best if you take the lead this time, Weeble.
If you're nervous, I could try parlaying with them on our behalf. Perhaps they'd be interested in techniques for working Lowin logs. Or maybe the tale of the cursed gladius. Oh, I know. The legendary skillet. Everybody loves that one.
Is that how you make friends? It seemed to have worked wonderfully, Tataru. Alright. Ooh, that's a duty. Oh boy. Call of Duty.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Wow! Seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hell's...
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy.
Damn, slave!
And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir would be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Such simple creatures, rats, certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
I can't believe someone actually used the shield spell. They can do that? Oh boy. Kill the healer! If it's a fight you want, then come and get it! My, such fury. Patience, my queen. We've only just begun. Sir, I killed all your friends. Oh my god, he's got more friends. Defend Sir Sherifer! Kill the rebels! Damn. There's no end to them! Jesus Christ. It seems you're beyond reason. How marvelous.
You disgust me.
That's okay, I disgust me. Stop hitting the tank! I suppose now is as good a time as any. Well, I guess we are in open fighting in the streets now. This is great. This is going to be really good for the stability of the city. Stop this, all of you! It is madness! Why are you fighting? Lord Haurchefant, over here! How fitting. The noble bastard and the mongrel bitch. This mongrel bitch is going to put a bullet between your eyes! Is that another chirurgeon all the way over there? Kill the magic herb. Get out of the fountain, you freak! What the? I thought he was about to drop an AoE on me. There, you're done, Sheriff Bear. Care Bear. You have really nice lipstick, though. I appreciate it. Yippee!
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough!
What?
Lucky bastard.
That guy's half dragoon.
Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavensward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavensward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heavensward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
It also helps that the Inquisition just showed up and tried to kill everybody. Fucking Inquisitors. That dude is definitely spec'd into Dragoon. That was a Dragoon jump. I never liked him, not since his days as an Inquisitor. He took far too much pleasure in his work. Time is of the essence, Weevil. We must move quickly before they discern our intent. I had not reckoned with the Temple Knights' involvement. Not as enemies, at any rate. There's Sir Grinno and Sir Paul Cren. Now this Sheriff Bear character. I mean, makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are all the Knights of the Heavensward this bad? Probably. They know what's up. They know what's up with the Pope. I don't know much about dragoons other than the phrase floor dragoon. That's about all you need to know. Where's my jump button? There it is. Whoop! Dragoons are very jumpy. They jump around. They wear spiky armor. They kill dragons. They use dragon power. Estinian is one. The guy in the red armor with the spear. He's a dragoon. This is what Lancer turns into. Yeah, let me put the helmet on. This is what Lancers turn into at level 30. Fucking gnat. Die! Times like this that I hate that there's a hole in the door and bugs can just fly in all night. Anyway. Back to Schmunk. Look at me if you ain't everything they say. How the hells did you do that thing with the other thing? Oh, you know, I just did it. It just comes naturally. You didn't give half the highborn skill but 4. That was a sight for sore eyes, that was. Wild warriors, kinda. They got the jump. Yeah, let's go find a dummy to beat up. I can display some of the abilities of the Dragoon. They are a DPS class. They do not have tanking capabilities. I need to up my chair. Let's see, there should be around here somewhere. Some dummies. There they are. Alright, so. Wah! Disembowel. I go over here. Now I got Chaos Thrust. And also, those 3 abilities is why Dragoons are known as floor Dragoons or floor tanks. And it's because until you land, you are considered in the spot you jumped from. So whenever you try to jump out of an attack, it is very common that you do it too soon or too late, and you wind up jumping, you wind up getting hit by the attack anyway, and Dragoons tend to die a lot. It is very funny. Rip, yeah. That's why they got the reputation as floor tanks. But they are a DPS class because there's no every job is like set into its type. Like you can't have like a tank dragoon. You used to could, if I remember correctly, in 1.0. But it didn't work very well. So they were like, screw it! And they split everything up. There we go. Now I figured this one would not be voice acted. Lancer Dragoon and I Love It, a Conjurer White Mage. Oh, so you both started in Gridania. That's a good place. Why does the stream look a little laggy? Let me try a thing real quick. Huh. Weird. Doesn't say there's anything wrong. I don't know. I started as a monk. A pugilist into monk. I still play him. Let me guess. You're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? I mean, I could pretty basically guess it's because of your parents. Because it's what I am. And I'm not ashamed of it. Not anymore. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. None of them are well-bred. Hell, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Story as old as time, and one we're sick of hearing. That's why we took up arms. I thought we mean to hold all the blue bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in House Einar. Fucking French. Einar. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotting in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. Yeah. I actually wound up, when I did the Final Fantasy hardcore run back in November, I wound up as a Lancer. I made it really far too. I got to like level 30 or 40 or something. I was coming up on the last like base game, like primal. I was coming up near the end of ARR when he died. Feels bad, man. Rest in peace, Lagarde. A knight's calling. Now that all the players are assembled, Hilda is eager to get on with it. When I heal, I play White Mage. I don't heal much anymore because I had like an emotional breakdown after I had three or four like back-to-back deaths. Like party wipes. Like TPKs back-to-back. In a minute. My mage around, they're just late to ARR apparently. Not sure I enjoy the class as much as I'd hope though. Yeah, your classes the jobs don't really get like fleshed out until like 60. Like 50 or 60. But there's other healers if you still wanted to heal. I think you're still in ARR, you're just in the patch content. We've been working in secret down to mine the Holy See and the High Houses. That much I'll acknowledge. This nonsense about us throwing wide the gates for the heretics is just that. Nonsense. If not you, then who? Temple Knights, of course. Reckoned it was your beloved Sir Emmeric's doing at first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavensward. The Heavensward. That way they'd have the perfect excuse to go door to door through the broom, slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavensward scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, and so they have been forced to improvise. A fun bloody mess, ain't it? The die is cast, so what's the plan? We must divert the attention of the high houses away from the city. To do that, we need the cooperation of your allies and their service. Healer is rough, but I'd take it any old day over my worth being displayed on a DPS meter. It is anyway. But you can ignore them because you're not allowed to use them. It's actually against terms of service. If anyone brings it up as a reason to exclude you, they can be banned. You can't talk about that shit. It's all unofficial. What makes you think I have friends in high places? You would be fools not to, given your goals. Lowborn Knights are ideal recruits. Most soar fealty only out of the desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Not in WoW at all, yeah. Yeah, WoW and Final Fantasy are like opposite ends of the extreme here, where WoW does nothing to enforce it, and Final Fantasy might go a little bit overboard, where if you publicly admit to using add-ons at all, you can get banned. Like... Now, what is good in Final Fantasy's favor is that they're starting to implement the add-ons that people use as official content. They're starting to actually adapt them and integrate them. But not fast enough. We still don't have text boxes for chat. You can only see what someone is saying in the text box. It doesn't pop above their head. Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear. But it need not come to that day. To that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, a massing of heretics, for example, then they will be unable to join in the defense of the vault. Ah. Spread false reports of an attack to get him out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the High Houses believe another attack is imminent, they will have no choice but to act. Encourages it, I think. The DPS is straight up displayed in their MDI stuff. WoW they really embraced the competitive nature. And that works for some people, not others. I'm a very casual person, so it's not for me. Like, I don't even do dungeons. When I played WoW, I didn't even do dungeons. If I couldn't solo it, I didn't play it. Can it be done? But it's not like that's a recent thing either. Because, like, the first and only dungeon I did in WoW was in Lich. And someone spent the entire time being mad at me for being a paladin with a two-handed hammer. And not a sword and shield. If I was follower dungeons now, if you ever play again. I might one day. Final Fantasy's actually done that too. They've, except for like boss fights, the trials, you can use duty support to get AI to fight through the story dungeons with AI. I think it's good for both of them. And we trick him into leaving Ishgard. Aye. Can we keep him out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. But it is decided. To the vault, the Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty. Love to give FF a real go again sometime. Yeah. Maybe after I eventually beat Final Fantasy, I'll swap over to WoW and try and figure out how to do like a in order like story thing. I'd have to play the actual Warcraft games first. At least 3. 1 and 2 you can summarize, but at least 3. Because Warcraft 3 is actually pretty good. Alright, let's go. Hearken to me, everyone. We have 2 objectives. Rescue Sir Emmerich and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces into 2 parties. Estinian and I will make ready to breach the underground jail and search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Warrior of Light, together with Lord Haurchefant and Master Alphino. For this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way into the highest levels of the vault, even on to the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavensward realize what you intend, they will fly to their master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the jail. Yes, That is how that word is pronounced. G-A-O-L. It's jail. That's where jail comes from. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal to us. If all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you with Sir Emmerich and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear as to their duties? Then let us do what must needs be done. Have to watch you play the Warcraft games, so never plan to play. That's fair. RTSs are really hard to get into. If you're not already in now, it's really hard to get into them. But I'd play 3 at least. Like, there's story in 2, but you can summarize it. And you can summarize 1 as Medivh is big, mean, also possessed, and he summons the orcs. And then the orcs win. And that's basically how Warcraft 1 goes. Warcraft 2 is Kingdom of Stormwind, at the time known as Azeroth. The definition of Azeroth as the Warcraft series progressed kept progressing, like kept expanding. First, it was the Kingdom of Azeroth, which is what we now know as Stormwind. Then, it was the continent of Azeroth, what we now know as the Eastern Kingdoms. Now it is the world of Azeroth. BG3 is a wonderful game, but the RTS parts are tedious to me. Does it have RTS parts? I thought it was just a tactical game. I thought it was just turn-based tactics. Twould seem we must come to blows with the Heavensward. We emerged from trial by combat relatively unscathed, but I pray we are a match for the whole of their order. I would be lying if I said the idea of drawing my blade in the vault does not give me pause. And now Azeroth is a slumbering titan. I think that may have been the case when WoW came out. When I talk about Azeroth expanding, it's from Warcraft 1 to 2 to 3, then WoW. RTS, real-time strategy. Warcraft, Starcraft, Age of Empires, Total War, Command and Conquer, Total Annihilation, those games. A knight lives to serve, and there is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. If I must brandish sword and shield in those hallowed halls to do so, then so be it. Thanks, Haurchefant. Played none of those. I played most of them. The others are in position, Master Weeble. I will send word once you and your party have entered. I'm good at none of them, but I've played them. All right. Duty support. Spoilers! To the vault. Who the hell is this guy? Oh, yes. Our hero, the warrior of light, Weeble Wobble, the monk. His BFF, Haurchefant, the chivalric knight, bastard son of House Fortemps. The young lord, the academician. The nerd, Alphino Leveilleur. And this one guy they found on the side of the road. Okay. Sure. The nerd. Yeah, I gave up on that word. Here we go. This is gonna take forever because duty supports take a long time. We must stop the Archbishop before it's too late. For friends and countrymen! You can't pull more than one pack at a time. Duty support doesn't know how to handle it. Away with you! Can you give up on a word? I've never seen academician. Academician. All right, let's give it a try. Let me write that up again. Academician. Academician? Academician? Probably academician. St. Thornton's Basilica. This is a huge church, by the way. Oh my god, is that an auditor? Not today! They've come for the Archbishop! We're here to bully the Pope. Down with you! Ah! Look at the Google pronunciation of perhaps. But that's easy.
Away with you.
Away with you. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Whoa! Kill the deacon! There's no time. We must force our way through them. Here to delay us, no doubt.
I shall show you something special.
I don't want to. I don't know if I want you to show me that, Haurchefant. Playing monk, I'm leveling a monk right now. That is also what I played when I played WoW. I was the schmunk. Not a very good one. I don't even know how WoW's monk's rotation works. To be fair, I barely know how Final Fantasy's works, and that's because I've never actually had to do high-level content. So I've never really had reason to learn the actual proper rotation. I only know the low-level rotation. And to lament the loss of my positionals. I didn't know they got rid of all of our positionals. Wonderwalker rotation? Me either. Button mash. I played Brewmaster. Because it was the best for clearing low-level dungeons, because it has no chakra. You can just walk around and do the spin and kick forever. And you just kill everything. A proper boss. But all of these 6 buttons right here, 1 through 6, that's the core of the monk's rotation. All of them used to have a positional. And you'll notice me moving around a lot whenever I'm doing solo target fighting. That's because I have it like ingrained into my brain to move into like the specific locations or the positionals. But they got rid of them 2 years ago. I didn't realize this until 2 weeks ago, that only 4 and 5 matter anymore. The rest of them don't have positionals anymore. And I'm a little sad about it, because I really like that. Anyway, gotta kick this guy's ass. I trust you know your lives are forfeit. Nope, back to AoE, I guess. Get out of the Cheeto dust! Away with you! Doesn't that make it easier? It does, but it's more fun. They're apparently backtracking on the simplification, at least they say they are, in Dawn Trail. They think that they've made the game a bit too easy, they said. So they're apparently, I don't know for sure, pulling back on that a little bit. Anyway, big man! Oh, those are going to AoE. Yeah. Oh, get away from the banneret! Alright, we're good. They prune too much. And like, I understand it. When you have as much content as these games both do, it gets really hard to balance it. Which is why people have been saying that instead of new jobs or classes, in the case of Warcraft, they should instead be doing class skins. Where it's mechanically the same class, they just change all the names and graphics. Kill him! Stop running away from me, you bitch! There we go. I think my dot killed him. Yeah, balancing these games is a nightmare. And that's why things wind up feeling the same a lot of the time as time goes on. I'm down for WoW 2. Some people think they say it might be happening after the World Soul Saga. Just a fresh start? Yeah. Doubt it'll happen, but some people say that it might. Technically, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV 2 right now. Because Final Fantasy XIV 1 was terrible. And no one liked it. When that all went down back in the day, that's literally all I knew about it. Because I didn't have money at the time to play MMOs at all. But I just heard people talking about how shit the game was. It'd be worse than Overwatch 2. The opening cutscene, if you started in Limsa Lominsa, so if you played like Warrior or Arcanist, the opening cutscene had like a 90% chance of crashing your game. It was pretty bad. Not just badly optimized, I mean... You know how there's like a market board you can go to do all your sales and all that on? Every town had a different market board. So you'd have to go from town to town and check the market boards for what you're looking for. And you'd have to remember which part of the market they're selling it in, because you had to go to a different section of the market to get the market board for what you're looking for. The game being able to run is an important part of the game, right? The statues, they're alive! They would turn the vault itself against us! Yeah. 1.0 Final Fantasy is beautiful. Unfathomably beautiful game. But it ran like shit. It looks better than the graphical upgrade that we're getting in Dawn Trail. It looks better than that. And it's 14 years older. But it also barely ran. Oh my god, our healer died? Stop scratching your ass! You died against 2 mobs! Fantastic. Oh my god. Scarlet Monastery type beat. Never done dragon flying in WoW, huh? It's so fun. I have not done the dragon flying. I do know that Final Fantasy is getting a graphical upgrade to flight come Dawn Trail, where like it kind of emulates that, like graphically, like you turn, like the wings will like your mount will drift from side to side, but they're not going all in on that. They're keeping it vanilla flying. White Knight, Black Knight. Big horse. And that WoW was just like, okay, dragon flying everywhere in the new X-Pack. Half the flying mounts can dragon fly. Well, yeah. It was like the selling point of the expansion, huh? They got it from, was it Guild Wars? I think is what they adapted. Yeah, people love dragon flying. It's Greno again. Hey, what up?
I'll cut you to pieces.
I'll cut you to pieces. You've bested him once before. Together we shall do so again. Yeah, we'll kick his ass. Expansion feature is a game feature. Well, to be fair, it was also a game feature for Burning Crusade, and it ended up being a major selling point for that too, when flight was first introduced. Big. Get out of that! It's an idea from Guild Wars 2. Yeah, it's very much Guild Wars flying. Which is like, fine. I mean, video games take and build upon each other all the time. Half of this game is Warcraft. Ethereal Terrors. I get the feeling I don't want to fly into those. Stay out of that. Pretty sure that's a... Oh! Oh, sick. Oh, that's gonna hang out, isn't it? I forgot to put my dot back up. Fuck! I'm a bad monk! Woohoo! Push me! Let it rip!
I shall show you something special. I shall show you something special.
I think we've seen all of this guy's mechanics. I shall show you something special. I shall show you something special. Thanks. Have at thee. Thanks, Haurchefant. Owned Omega Lol.
Well, time is on our side. We will meet again!
His title as a Knight of the Heavensward is well earned. You fought well, my friend, but our mission is far from over. Clovic! Oh my. Come here, big guy. Focus this one. Yeah, like I said earlier, you notice I move around a lot more than I should. Because it's just ingrained in me that that's where you go for the positional, for like the specific attack that I'm doing. And I refuse to lose that reflex, because if they bring it back, I'm going to have to do zero adjustment. Give me that. All right, let's go. Woo! Bro, they had it out for me. They were like, hey, get that guy. Mods, invert his urethra. Mods, siphon his kidneys. Take him to Detroit. Alright, one last night to win. Still no sign of the Archbishop. He cannot be much farther. This place is huge. We must hold them here. They've gotten this far. Down with you. We will yet to go farther. You cannot stop us.
I shall show you something special.
Who the heck is this guy? Jump him! We shall go no further. It's a squishy nerd! Kick his ass! Stupid mage.
Away with you.
You don't even get... Ah! He summoned his familiars! He's pulling his cock out! I thought we beat him before he summoned him. Whoa! AoE's everywhere! Awesome, my eyes love this. Alright, let's get out of here. All of the spear. Big man. I'd expect nothing less from the vault's defenses. Alright. Y'all ready? Let's get him! He means to escape by airship. We have to hurry. Go, 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 go! Whoa, get out of that! What's the matter? You lose your permanent? Why are we all standing in corners? Oh, get out of the way. Stand over here. Damn, look at them stride. Look at that stride. You think I had to get out of your range? Well, it exploded. Is that good? Should I go over here? Oh, we gotta break these. Be gone, holy flame! All three of you working together are barely going faster than I am. I love the AI. Woo! Same. You got chained. Watch for the marches. Bear weenus. Put that away. We got him. He's done. Ha! Right up the ass. Yippee! Man, it's been a while since we actually celebrated a victory. Everything's been so sad up until now. Man. No. Impossible. Man, it's good to have some positive victory for once in our... for once in this fight. Are you alright, my friend? Yeah, I'm good. We must hurry ere the Archbishop can make good his escape. And you helped. And the banneret was here too. Alright. Let's go beat up an old man.
Our power! How can this be? Fall back!
Please!
For a mercy, we were not too late.
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years? A fool to the last.
He ain't gonna give up his power. What are you thinking?
Look out!
Fuck.
Go. Asisla awaits.
Lord Haurchefant!
God damn it. I like that guy.
The wound is too deep. It refuses to mend.
You are unharmed? Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of... Oh, not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
How could he have not seen all of the red flags that he kept throwing up every time he talked about a knight giving his life to protect others? How did we not see this coming? Ah! That guy was cool, man. That sucks. Quick spoilers, I'm going to hide the UI. When this comes back up, we're done talking about spoilers. It'll be very quick. 3, 2, 1, and that's the last time this game is brave enough to kill a main character. Anyway. That was the screenshot button. Not the... There we go. Wrong button. There we go. Alright, Squire. I know not what to say. The others, they're gathered at Fort Tom Manor. Thanks, buddy. It's a terrible day for rain. The Architects, isn't that a band? Screenshot the spoiler, yeah! Post it on Twitter. My fellow Sprouts, please look at this. Very important information for anyone who wants to play this game. The others are... Please enter, Master Wobble. That's the first time he's not told me welcome. Hey man, your son just died. Do you need a hug?
Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son and for the nation he loved. Go!
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
Feels bad, man. Count Edmont, I'm pretty sure a few years ago, his actual voice actor died. I don't remember exactly when, though. It was within the past few years. He is really good. Get out of my way, Midgard Swarmer! Gonna beat your ass, you little scaly freak. I'm sorry, I can't. Okay. I could not stand there in silence, but when all the others had forsaken us, Lord Haurchefant took us in. our beacon of hope in a world of darkness. He did his utmost to raise our spirits, so that we might face our troubles with courage, with conviction, so that we may face them as knights. Unfortunately, unless you're playing in Japanese, there is no knight class. Anyway, the sins of antiquity. Alphino is lost in thought. We must press on with our mission. Taru, pray return to your duties at the Forgotten Knight. Let us go and speak with Sir Emmerich Weeble. I worry for his well-being. He just lost, like, his best friend. And his dad. And also his dad's guy killed his best friend. He's got it rough right now, dude. Shoop. Again. Every time! Hey, Albert. Still firm? An audience with the Lord Commander. Yes, yes, of course. To the seat of the Lord Commander. Hello. Curse those bloody Horsens and piss on their swiving round table. Whoa, language, bro. Sir Emmerich. You need a hug?
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal.
Whose memory am I eating now?
The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatosker, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hraesvelgr did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son,
will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire.
But also I'm throwing you in prison.
If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
You
What
saw
y'all looking
something,
at?
Did you not? A vision of the past?
I say Amric get his shit kicked.
This is the power of the echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Yeah, they became big men.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Haurchefant was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thornton and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls.
Are they all primals?
7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable.
As they fled, my father spoke of Azis-La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
When are you gonna clean your armor, Estinian? You said you were going to do that, like, hours ago. I feel like you've had ample opportunity. Voice acting suddenly gone. Master Wobble, Master Alphino. I, Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the 7th Dawn. Our aid in preventing whatever it is that the Archbishop intends. Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetuated. No more. I shall pursue him to the end of the world if I must. They're all looking at me. I feel like I gotta say something important. I thank you, Weeble. I've heard many men make such pledges, but you speak in earnest. Much has changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat is not. If the Archbishop and the Heavensward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Weeble and I will stop them. Would that I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there has been an Archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses. A force for stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins would have been difficult, even with my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it we must, for unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mark the cessation of Dravanian hostilities. Far from it. We will have great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Aymeric. To my dying breath, I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. For the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I would like to assist the Scions in their search for the Archbishop. Weeble, Master Alphino, pray attend me outside. Pray cash me outside, how about that? Very well. With me, Weeble. I believe we have much to discuss. Okay. Bye. And with that, I believe we will cease for the evening, because we've been going for about 2.5 hours, and it is 12 in the morning. It's almost 1 o'clock. I got work at 8. I still gotta go home. All right, we will continue this likely tomorrow evening. if everything goes according to plan, we'll be streaming a lot for the next week or so. So, I hope y'all had a good time. Because I certainly did. Y'all have a good night. And I'll see you later.